one direction. And then after several rounds, when you are up, then you change direction. Okay? Change. Eyes looking to the center of this ball. Some of you may feel that palms are getting warm, or tingling sensations, or all of these physiological experiences which are normal. It's fine. Your energy, your chi, this is what you're feeling. Okay, last set, last round. And come back down to the center. Center yourself again. Next, number 7, knees exercise. The way Shifu first taught it in 1976 is everyone grab their knees and just rotate the hell out of your knees. But he found that a lot of people can't do that. People with back problem, people with kind of different body posture. So now we do it this way. Your hands actually put it on your thigh, just above your knees. Just bend a little bit. Like feet together now, feet together. And just rotate your knee like this. So you're not really putting your bodily weight on your knees. Right? You're just bending it. And hand is just some place to put it. Body is upright. Just exercise the knees and also your ankles. Very good for the knees. When people do this, they tense up the stomach area. Make sure your abdomen is relaxed. Okay, one direction, you change direction. Okay, join palms. Last one. Last one, I'll demonstrate first. We should probably all do this the same way, so it's easy to give instructions. Everyone put the left leg out. Your left, straight in front of you. Okay? Left knee bent, the back one straight. Arch. Right? The body is really facing this way, facing the side. You're not really looking like this. You're just naturally face to the side. Right? So the front part, your feet is straight. The back part is like a T. Your back foot is like a T. Yeah, exactly like that. And then the arms, parallel. Parallel, not one higher, one low, parallel. And your body is facing to the side. Open up your chest. Let your arm open up completely. And then eyes, head, look towards the direction of the middle finger. Not really here, but use that as a guide to keep on looking, keep on stretching, like this. Body is facing this way, my head is actually looking here, at the tip of this direction. Right. And then come back, and then the right leg out. The body is upright, chest opened up, hands extending in both directions infinitely. Opening up. Back. Again. Last set. Stay with your body. Turn the palms. Stay in the body, make sure it's relaxed. And then bow. Okay. Please be seated. How do you all feel? Good? Nice body feel warm? Opens up the body. You can use the same principle of meditating on the movements and the sensations. If you get used to this, you can do it in daily life. All kinds of movements. So, this is the A form. Now we get the sense of what I mean by transition into stillness. So the big brain and the mind may be very scattered, but when you start to meditate on the yoga, your mind slowly calms down. So when you're sitting, you actually don't waste the first 10 minutes trying to calm your mind. Your mind is already collected. You see? And your body is relaxed, loosened, the blood flow smooth. And then integrate this to daily life. So it's kind of a whole set. Before, meditate, and after. Now normally, we would just go directly into sitting. But because this is a workshop, you haven't learned how to sit. So what I'm going to do is teach you how to sit. Right? But sitting is an art. It's an art. Like all things in life. If you want something to happen, you must meet the requirements. The causes and conditions must be there. If the causes and conditions are not there, causes and conditions are not there, then that thing won't happen. If one condition changes, the whole thing changes too. For example, like this cushion here. This cushion. This cushion is something that we like, we want. Cushion is made up of non-cushions. What does that mean? Guogu is made up of non-guogu. Cushion is made out of fabric. Fabric, this particular one inside is buckwheat hulls. Buckwheat hulls is a designer, there's a company, there's a factory producing this, and the color dye. So all these conditions, in su, in yuan, all these conditions come together, then we have a cushion. Same thing with meditation. If you want a successful meditation, the conditions must be there. If one thing is absent, it will change. How many of you have meditated before? Okay. How many of you have meditated? Sometimes you meditate good, sometimes you meditate not good. You have no reason why. You have no idea why. Sometimes this happens, sometimes that happens, sometimes you just kind of stumble upon a good state, and sometimes you want to get it back, it never comes back. Raise your hand. Conditions. The more we are aware of the conditions, the proper conditions, and there's so many more conditions beyond this. This is just something in the beginning that we can attempt to manage. Right? The idea what I'm trying to teach you is that all things come together because of conditions. All things change because of conditions. If you want to be free from stress, you have to have proper conditions. You have to have a method. You have to have the right attitude. Your body must be a certain stage. You have to have all these different conditions. Right? So for seated meditation, condition must be there. I'm going to go over this very quickly because we actually teach beginner's meditation workshop. And the whole workshop just on meditation. So you can attend after I leave. Right? Who teaches that? Hogan?
Warren.
Hogan and Warren, we teach that. So if you want more detail about this, they'll be able to facilitate right, after I leave. So I'm going to go over this just enough for us to understand. Lighting. When the light is too bright, it actually stimulates the retina, which produces wandering thought, scattered mind. When it's too dim, you fall asleep. So scattered mind and falling asleep, these are the two main obstacles in meditation. Falling asleep in Chan Zen, my teacher used to say, chicken pecking at the rice. So all these little chickens pecking at the rice. What does that mean? Here's what he means. All of his monks disciples meditating. Then a chicken pecker comes around with a stick. Wake up, So we don't want to be chicken pecking the rice. We want to use this as an opportunity, as an appointment with ourselves. This is our time to cultivate our mind. This is a very precious moment. Remember I talked about for those of you who weren't here, I talked about contemplative crisis that we're living in, 21st century. We don't have time for ourselves anymore. We're plugged in, if it's not to the computer, and to the phone, or to everything else. Right? This is our time to be with ourselves. So first thing is the environment. There are many things in the environment. Lighting, ventilation. And all these things actually influences whether you're going to be the chicken pecking the rice or you're going to be having a lot of wandering thought. When the ventilation is poor, you will be drowsy. When the ventilation is too strong, for example, you're sitting right in front of a window, or you're sitting, the AC is this way, or in the back, the heater, one side of your body is experiencing draft, very bad for your body. Sooner or later, you'll catch a cold, right? Because the energy flow in your body is not balanced. So the fan is blowing on this side. In our meditation, our pores are open. So it's very easy to catch a draft, to catch a cold. Right? So ventilation, always indirect to the body. That's why if you go to traditional meditation centers, meditation halls, the window design is either on top, or the way the window open, it's not like nowadays window open like this. It's actually fan kind of swing like this, so the draft actually goes, doesn't touch the body. There's a reason for that. So good ventilation, but no direct contact. Same thing with temperature. When we meditate, our bodies actually will warm up, just like the yoga. It's because the body is moving, but in meditation, the energy is moving, right? Slowly traveling through the body. And when our body posture is compact, it will generate heat. So the right temperature in meditation is when the room temperature is actually a little bit on the cool side. On the cool side. This way, when you generate heat in the meditation, you won't be too hot. If it's too hot, you can't sit still. Too cold, you can't sit still either. And this is like, when you're cold, what do your body do? Your body goes like this, naturally. Why? Because when the body is more compact, it generates heat. Same thing if you want to try and exercise. You go home and you put your hand inside of the freezer in the refrigerator. You go like this. You put your thumb and the index finger touching, and the rest of the finger is just like this. You put it in the freezer. I guarantee you these two fingers will be warm. The rest of the three will be cold. Why? You're not losing qi. You're not losing energy. These two are connected. The rest of the three will be freezing. Same thing when we're cold in winter, we go like this. When the body is compact, it generates heat. And it generates the smooth flowing of the energy. Location is very important, especially for beginners. This is a beginner's meditation class. So for beginners, you want a quiet place, you want somewhere steady. You don't want today sit in the kitchen, tomorrow sit in the bathroom, next day sit on your bed. You want to sit on the floor, facing some place that's bland. Not too much distraction, which usually means a wall.